guest. We are so excited to have her on the show. We want to welcome numerologist, the always amazing Patricia Kirkman.
Yeah,
Patricia.
hello
Welcome
there,
to
ladies.
Candidly Krystal. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. You gals are super. Just love it. Really good.
I love it. Patricia, you are a numerologist, and there may be people who are tuning in right now and are thinking, okay, what is that? What is a numerologist? What exactly is a numerologist, and how can you help people by being a numerologist?
Well, numerologist deals with names, numbers, and letters. And it takes a look at, and as you well know, we've done in the past, take a look at a person's birthday or birth date. Those work with the numbers. So needless to say, the numerologist, this goes clear back to Pythagoras. So Pythagoras, that's way back there. So we've all been struggling with this for a long time. Everything changes. Our world right now is in a time when we'll just say it's a little chaotic, but this month itself is a 6 month. So trust me on that. We're all dealing with it as a 6 month, meaning everybody deals with family issues. Everybody wants things perfect. We're looking at alternative medicines, alternative ways of healing, which you've just been through, Krystal, with the scratching pit. So it's a combination of things. So what I do is I look at what's going on around a person. I'll take a look at their birth name, their birth date. And from that, I can tell them what's going on in their life right now, how to fix it, where to go forward with it, how to put a Band-Aid on what's wrong, or put out the blazing celebrations for the good things that are happening at that moment. But the universe, we all go through the same thing universally. But our personal stuff goes along with the universe, unless you're lucky like me and your personal stuff is the same as the universe, so you get a double whammy. So when it's good, it's great. The odds are not so good, but it keeps us informed whether we like it or not. So right now, this particular month is a 6 universal month. So every one of us are dealing with 6. 6 deals with home, family. It looks for opportunities to do things better. Relationships are made or broken in 6s. It's a combination of things. But if we took a look at a person's name to see how they work with it or what their birthday is, what if they don't have a 6 in their name or their birthday? Well, that's what we call karma. That can come back and bite us in the Ouija board. Okay.
The $2,000 Ouija board.
Crazy things going on. So it's a combination of things. So looking at the universe right now, we're all looking at what we can do for home, family, what we want to do, exchange recipes, do things around the house. This is a time when you may want to do all kinds of redecorating or what have you. Perfect. But the worst thing you can do this month is give advice unless it's asked for.
Oh.
It'll come back. It is one of those secrets. Keep your lips zipped. Don't give advice unless it's asked for. It will definitely make things a little uncomfortable. So
that's good.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to know
I think
anytime.
that deserves a breathe on that one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Before you want to give somebody advice, just take a little breather before you do that.
Let them ask for it. If they ask for it, you can give it. If they don't ask for it, forget it, because it will boomerang on you. Just looking at both of you are Krystal, with a K, with a C. K is 2, so it's a very sensitive soul. 3 is more outgoing and more social. So we look at that right off the bat. And so the first vowel, first consonant. So in your case, the Y would become a consonant. So it's a 7. So 3 and a 7 for you, Krystal, gives you a 1. So you're more outgoing and more into who you are. With you, my dear Krystal, when we're looking at that, you end up being a 2, very sensitive to everything ongoing.
Anybody that knows me knows that is spot on. I literally watched an Avenger video that was like representative what's happening with the election right now, and I cried. I was like, oh my gosh, Captain America, yes, you're gonna save us. And my husband's like, I mean, I do. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm also a Cancer. So for me, I am 99.9% of the time a hot mess. Like,
no, you're not.
Looking at these things, now you'll find that you'll be more so at this time because being sensitive and wanting everything perfect. 6 likes things perfect. You know how to fix it.
Okay, so we had talked about I was telling you, Krystal, and Patricia, I've even texted you and told you, I keep seeing ones everywhere. I keep seeing 1111 on my phone, 111 on the stove clock. When I pump gas, it stops at, 1111. I keep seeing ones everywhere. What does that mean?
Well, firstly, if it's just a single one, it means it's something you need to do and pay attention to. If it's a double one, that makes it a 2. So that's something to do with a partnership and or a relationship or something you're trying to put together. Makes us sensitive. So when we look at take a look at the whole name, and every number in your name has a meaning to it. So all this is taken into consideration. So you'd be surprised what you can find out, as Krystal has put up with me in the past when we've come up with some things.
Oh, she'll go as deep as the time that you were born and the day, year, all the letters in your name. She has absolutely done these kind of, we've got one. Look at this. What does it mean if your birthday is 12/12 and you look at the clock at 12/12?
Oh.
Well, isn't it strange that 12/12 becomes a 6? 1, 2, and 1, 2 is a 6. We're in a 6 month right now. Oh, aren't we looking for things to be perfect? Possibly. Good idea.
I know.
But 6 also likes to do things around the house. New recipes and decorating, things of that nature.
I know Ursula, she's my cousin, and she has just turned her attention to art. She started painting and it's really taken off for her. So maybe in that realm, that's sort of what it meant, that it's good. And look at it, she even said she sees it all the time. Is that sort of signaling to her like, yes, you're on the right path?
Yeah, but it says that she needs to explore, to do things that are different.
Oh. Well, art sounds different. That's great. Well,
yeah, it is, but it makes her in control of it. It gives her opportunity to make things happen. And that's what makes it interesting, because every number, every day, every letter of your name. Now, every letter of the name lasts for so many years. Your first name is your physical self, where you live, where you work, what you do. Your middle name is your emotional side. And your last name is the spiritual side handed down through the generations.
Oh, my.
So if your letter, just like in Krystal's, lasts for 2 years, so her first 2 years, she would be working under that for her first name. And then her middle name, whatever that letter is, would be under that. And then her first or last name at birth, that would be right under that. So
my middle name is Rose. What does that mean? ROSE.
Well, first, did you have an illness your first couple of years when you were first born?
I had jaundice.
Gee, isn't that funny? I should pick that up.
Maybe that's why my skin is such a hot mess right now.
Oh my gosh.
You're going to get better.
Oh man, Patricia, we are getting so many comments asking, what does my B-Day mean? 11, 18, 81. All of these numbers consecutive.
Okay. What I look at, that tells us what their destiny number is. So it was 11,
18, 81.
Okay, 1981. So right now that tells me that this young person, male or female, they're in a 2. This is a universal 4. So they are in a 6 personal year. So they've been dealing with all kinds of things involving their family all year long, but it's about ready to break free. They're going to be going into a 7. So if they're having anything to do with school, learning, teaching, whatever, perfect timing. But between now and December 31st, they're in a 4 bridge period. So they need to pick up the sweeper, do all the things to clean, get things laid out, put things in order. Because come January, lots of changes. This is a perfect time for anybody that's in school it would be excellent.
We got this
Yes.
one. Michelle, have we talked about 1111 or 111? Yes, we actually talked about that right when we kicked off. And it can actually mean separate things, you said, Patricia.
Right. And, you know, when we look at the time frame, that's great. Look at your month and day of birth. Add those two together, reduce it to a single digit. Then you take a look at what the year represents, just the year itself. So this year, 2020 is a 4 because we reduced to a single digit. Take your month and day, whatever it reduces to, add it to that 4 and reduce it to a single digit if it's necessary. But that'll tell you what your personal year is.
Oh my goodness. This is so interesting. So much math. I feel like my head is spinning.
Because it's all single digits. You just,
Yes, it's true.
if it's a 19, it's a 1. If it's a 22, it's a 4. And you just add that to the universal number, and it gives you all kinds of information. And if you question what it is, my webpage has what some of these things are as well.
Yes, that's what I was going to ask you. If somebody wants to book a private session with you, can they do that? Are you doing virtual sessions? Is that online? Okay, so that's patriciakirkman.com. And
by phone, not a problem.
Yep. And we have it all right here. So if you're watching on your iPad or your phone, take a screenshot. So you have the information saved right there. patriciakirkman.com, the phone number, her email. I know for a fact that Patricia gets back to you very, very quickly. You can set up a private session. And I know that she has actually helped me navigate with some really big decisions in my life. So I would absolutely recommend booking a private session.
Well, I definitely want to do that. Patricia, thank you so much for joining us on Candidly Krystal. We loved having you. And if you want more information, yes, screenshot it right there. We love having you. For Patricia Kirkman, check her out at patriciakirkman.com. And